All right, everybody, we're going to have to make this one quick because I'm cold. I had to step out into the garage. It's like 3 a.m. I've been up for a while, can't sleep, and this is a new Christmas Mandela effect. And one of my pet peeves has always been people coming out with these videos saying brand new Christmas Mandela effect. And it's like, yeah, we went over this back in 2016. Please forgive me if this is just new to me because I thought I knew all of the Mandela effects, and here I am coming across one here in 2024 that I do not recall anybody ever talking about. And yeah, I haven't been the scholar and researcher that I was back, the first few years from 2016 to 2019, but I haven't heard anybody call this one out. This is one that really caught me yesterday, and it's perfect for Christmas time. So we have to do this emergency upload in the middle of the night in my cold garage just to get it out there. It is, and here's another one. Scrooge. I mean, not Scrooge. Stouffer stovetop stuffing has been a Mandela effect forever, like way back from the beginning. And I saw somebody upload a video saying, and they had like a ton of views. Like, this is a huge channel, brand new Mandela effects for 2024. They're showing Stofers, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Where were you all this time? But no, this is a good one. This I'm watching A Christmas Carol, and this is the way Mandela effects are. It's like they latch on, or reality will bend something that's iconic for all of us. Like, we've watched this our whole life, and it's iconic. And it'll take like the most iconic line or the second most iconic line of something famous and bend it just enough, like tweak it, change it to where you're like, huh? That's not what it was. For example, Luke, I'm your father, tweak just enough, but it's enough where people can say, no, you just always got it wrong. Or Jaws, we're going to need a bigger boat, was never actually said. It was you're going to need a bigger boat. You've got Lucy, you've got some splaining to do. Never said Will Robinson, danger. Will Robinson was like only said once, and yet that's what we all remember as the major catchphrase. Nobody does it like Sarah Lee. That's what it was in my old reality. Nobody does it like Sarah Lee, meaning she's like a great cook and whips up those recipes. Nobody can cook like that gal. Right? That made sense. This reality, it's nobody does not like Sarah Lee. Like, she's Miss Congeniality. It's just not what I grew up with. But the Mandela effects here are just slightly off, but it's still iconic. Play it again, Sam. Nope, wasn't said. I mean, there's all these things. This is the way the Mandela effect is. It's enough that, and the residual, you'll have a little bit of residual that'll be like the given excuse as to why we got it wrong. Why everybody's got, like, reality defenders, reality background people. They've got to insert something to justify why you've got it wrong all this time. So that's the beauty of the Mandela effect. It's like, it's not just accidental changes. It's like there's some thought to this. It's like, how can we mess with these people and then, like, give them something that's iconic in their memory, like they should have no doubt about. I mean, it's like a practical joke. It's like, let's see how many people we can fool. We're gonna give them something that is so iconic there should be no question, and yet they're all gonna be scratching their heads, and then we'll throw in there a little something to justify why they all got it wrong. That's the Mandela effect for you. So anyway, I'm watching A Christmas Carol. Probably the most iconic line is "Bah humbug." So let's say reality twisted that one and made it "Ha bumbug" or something. It's just something stupid. Just twist it a little bit. That's the way everybody like, no, it's always been "Bah humbug." How can that change? Well, for some reason, it's left that one alone because "Bah humbug" is pretty anchored. But the next most iconic line in A Christmas Carol is little Tiny Tim. Little Tiny Tim. What comes to mind when you hear "God bless us one and all"? What comes here? It's Tiny Tim, Christmas Carol, right? What? My dog is barking because he hears me talking in this garage. He's going to wake the whole house up. Lovely. This is the Mandela effect for you too. When you try to tell anybody about this stuff, something in reality's got to do something to F it up. So let me put this on pause and go fuss at the dog. All right, I just went to the dog and told him to shut up. He's going to wake the whole house up at 3 a.m. It's just me talking in the cold garage. Shut up. But that's the Mandela effect for you. You start trying to tell somebody about it, and something goes haywire. Whether it's your dog, your kids, the electronics around you, you know you're on to something. You know you're on the right path when you're trying to tell people about the Mandela effect, and something in reality starts coming at you to mess you up. That's just the way this place is. It's happened so many times to me. It's almost like a confirmation. Keep going, you're on the right path, Scott, because this is a Mandela effect. Anyway, here we go. I'm watching A Christmas Carol. Little Tiny Tim, about to give his famous line. In my mind, it's already playing. In my mind, I'm already saying it. In my mind, I'm already going. God bless us God bless us. Oh, that dumb dog is doing it. All right, of course I just slipped up, but Norman Rockwell print, God bless us one and all. $24.27 on eBay. This is where my mind was before he said what it is now. This is what I said. God bless us one and all. Community, God bless us. God bless us one and all. As Tiny Tim would say, God bless us one of all. One and all. I'm having a hard time spitting it out this evening. I really do mean one and all. Yes, that even means those poor souls who ... So, but Charles Dickens, here's the reality glitch. Well, wait a minute. Let me just go with God bless us everyone. That's what he actually says in the movie now. He says God bless us everyone. And that's all. That's the only thing I've let me throw in here. God bless you everyone. I haven't read the story or read the book or whatever. I've only watched A Christmas Carol in all of its different versions on TV. This is it. So in all of those versions now, it says God bless us everyone. There's not like an off version that says one and all. They all say God bless us everyone. Why would they twist it around? So it's everyone, not God bless us one and all. However, reality throws this little thing in there to get you to justify why you might have thought it was one and all. And here is the quote from Charles Dickens. Then Bob proposed, "A Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. God bless us," which all of his family re-echoed. "God bless us, everyone," said Tiny Tim, "the last of all." So you see, you got to get that "of all" in there somewhere in reality. And it's in this Charles Dickens quote where he gets that "of all." Reality slips that "of all" in there just so we can say, well, that's where we're getting it from. We're getting it from Charles Dickens when he's quoting Tiny Tim. But that's not it. I'm sorry. I never looked at or heard Charles Dickens saying this. It's always been God bless us one and all. And now in this world, in this reality, it is God bless us everyone. So there you go. There's your Mandela effect for Christmas, the new one for 2024. So nice to finally have. I was going to do another video, and maybe I'll still do it. I don't know if I'll have time, but let's go back to, let me pause this for a second. All right, real quick. I wanted to go back to the years 2016. I'm seeing the world and reality go crazy around me, and nothing's making sense. I mean, things are bouncing around. I'm in this version of the world where all the Christmas songs playing over the radio, all the places I go, they're playing the, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer song, but they're saying Donder and Blixen. Instead of saying Donner and Blitzen, which that's the only way I had known their names in that song. I'd never considered or heard it another way. All of the songs that were playing to me that year were reflecting the German Donder and Blixen names. for the reindeer, and that threw me off. But of course, the Mandela effect has to explain, well, really originally Donder and Bliksem were in Dutch and whatever, German, Dutch, whatever. You know, the whole idea that there's an excuse to why it would be Dunder and Bliksem. I even remember people point this out in my comments to explain this is the way this is correct and this is the way it's always been. But no, I mean that year was the first year I heard songs coming out on the radio saying it that way, saying it in the German or Dutch or whatever. It just that's the reality change is that this is brand new. I hadn't experienced it, and now all of a sudden this is the way the world is, and yet there's an excuse for why it was that way. There was an explanation so people could go back to La La Land. They could not recognize what's going on. So I was going to do a whole video about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but that one that one's taken a backseat now because this whole thing with Tiny Tim's just too good. So there is my contribution to Mandela Effects and Christmas of 2024. It's Tiny Tim. Tell me your thoughts. What do you remember? And just for fun, I had to throw in there, since I have two granddaughters that have got that red in their hair, it's a little redhead saying, I've been as good as I can be. I have red hair, you know. that's that's awesome. Anyway, be as good as you can be despite your difficulties this Christmas. And I am going to wrap that up so the dog doesn't keep barking and wake everybody up in the house. Y'all have a good one and God bless.